Hello everybody, Pony Boy here. Welcome to today's reaction video. Now, I know that last time with the last death battle of Wile E. Coyote versus Tomcat, I didn't do an intro. My dumbass forgot to say anything of the relevance, but sorry. I'm still trying to get used to talking to a camera, or in this case talking to the mic and you guys. And as you can see, I also got something new. It's not technically new to me. It was handed down by my older brother, but it's fine. It's not like I need anything new and fancy. This will do just fine. But anyways, sorry about me rambling on a little bit too much, but gotta get myself a gum right now so I can focus on the fight. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually quite surprised that Izuku Midoriya versus Miles Morales would actually get a fight. To me, I always saw it very one-sided with Izuku, but if they put this into a fight, then I'm guessing there's going to be a lot more to Miles Morales than I thought. But I'm honestly just kind of skeptical about this fight. If anything, I haven't seen any spoilers, any previews, nothing, so I'm going in all blind. So let's just see how this fight goes, and I'll catch you guys all at the end of the video. Peace out, everybody. Oh, before I forget, please support the original creators of this death battle. Go to the Death Battle's YouTube channel. I'll try to leave a link in the description along with the link of the video itself without me talking. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Oh.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Yep, I was right with the name.
Versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
armor and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Oh, did it too early.
Alright, let's take this from the top again. This
Yep.
is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever.
Good
like
movie.
in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics enhancing serum that grants Miles superhuman strength,
I saw
and the
that.
ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets
Such a
Miles know
good
about
thing.
incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete
Really?
without their web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between
I
mishaps
bet.
with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes
Oof.
family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Really?
Living parents. Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has
Really?
a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on,
Yep.
Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching,
Oh,
absorbing, blasting,
really?
mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of
Wow,
spider
okay.
was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeus, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave
Okay,
Miles
well,
the
that
edge
I
he
did
needed
not
to
know.
find
You
his
see?
worth as
You see?
Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez,
Ooh.
Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes, too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This
I
super
did
rare
not
and
know
tough metal
about
can
that.
absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium
Really?
is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable
Damn.
as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's
Oh.
twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when
Good
vibranium and
question,
spider
good
powers
question.
still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving
Really?
him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier.
Ooh.
It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial
Really?
insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor, no longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with
Yep.
their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what
Yep.
Stanley was proudest of in his favorite superhero.
Really?
Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
Anyone can be the spider.
But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan,
Contains
there
formulas
was no
for the
one more
ending of My
synonymous
Hero
with the
Academia.
word than their
Alright.
symbol of peace.
You read that
All
on top
Might's
corner.
the
If you
big
guys didn't
numero
watch
uno.
the thing,
With a
get
smile
out.
on his face, he could save anyone
I
and win any
am
fight,
here.
no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or
Yep.
as local bully Bakugo liked to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so, after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football,
Wait, what?
as
Really?
they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One for All is the ultimate in
Yeah.
strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though.
Yep,
Damn, that
his
looks like
arm
it hurt.
just
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku
Oh.
would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name. becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your
Yep.
Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was
Yikes.
his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One For All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One For All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of
boy.
One For All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help
I
him in his
remember
battle
this
against
stuff
All
a
For
little
One.
bit.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high
okay.
into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him create a smokescreen, but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up
Fajin.
kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once
Damn.
used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero-turned-villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed
I
a
don't
distance of
blame you.
around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving
Damn.
so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so
Oh,
fast he
boy.
can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light-speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All
Oh.
was suffocating him, though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the
That's
entire world weighed
crazy.
on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his
Damn.
work and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the
That's
help
so
of his
good
friends.
for Deku,
For so
honestly.
long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Yep. All right.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
Yes, that's our mechanical menace Mecha Goose pulling down the trunks of poor Dummy. Our new summer line of merch is available now on deathbattle.gg for a limited time. Website members can even get this in a unique color scheme. And there's a hat. I like the hat. I know what else you're asking. Benjamin, why did Wiz build robot butt cheeks on Dummy? I don't know. Get your cheeks at www.deathbattle.gg.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's run the data to all possibilities. It's time for a death battle! New York City. I like this look.
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware! Ah!
Let's try
boy.
that one more time. Guess who?
Did Morals animated
I
this?
can't use my full
There's
power
no way
here.
it's not
Gotta take this
Morals.
somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
Oh boy.
Oh, mierda.
Got good. Okay. Oh
Us
dear.
to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out. Because I always do my best.
This is so incredibly animated. Oh boy.
If I'm gonna do my best,
Oh dear.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh dear.
Suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Oh dear, what is happening now? Oh my goodness, this is so exciting.
Go beyond!
Oh dear. Wait a second. Did he what?
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
KO! Vaya con Dios! Aranya Hoven!
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up
Yep.
quite evenly. Unsurprisingly,
Really?
given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider
Really?
Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked
Yep.
around before.
This
That
meant
is
Miles'
true.
invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider
Yep,
Sense's
that's
radar
true.
system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up,
I guess.
speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed
Damn.
goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal
Really?
training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close,
Yeah,
but with his
for
greater
sure.
experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means
Damn.
the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT,
Kinda saw this
smashing
one
the bomb
coming.
Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles
Yeah.
is wearing a vibranium suit after all.
Yeah,
So the
that's true.
question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons.
Oh.
Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And
Damn.
Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this
Damn.
superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Next time on Death Battle.
Let's see who's next. Godzilla and Hulk.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected that for the Izuku to win that one. I didn't really see Miles actually winning this one, but just Hulk versus Godzilla is something is just like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be another win for Marvel, but it also depends as to which version of Godzilla they're gonna be using. But of anything, I was actually kind of disappointed to see Godzilla fighting against something so small when I want him to fight against another monster that's similar to him. And again, it's easier said than done because I don't think there's much monsters except for the Ultraman series. I could be wrong, but if I'm not wrong, I don't want to hear it, honestly. Because I know for a fact that the Ultraman kaijus are much more powerful than Godzilla, and that is me speaking the truth. If you don't like it, get out. Again, I'm not sorry about that. Godzilla is strong, but the creatures from Ultraman, they're even stronger. Oh boy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Death Battle. I'll be leaving a link in the description of the fight itself, including the YouTube channel, and I gotta see who's the one that animated this fight because that was an amazing fight. Anyways, until next time, everybody, bye bye.